Okay, so hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. And today's in this video, I am going to discuss what is the XPath and how we create the XPath for web-based application. So before moving on XPath, I would like to discuss first with uh, HTML. What is HTML? The reason behind is that we required to create XPath for web application, and web application is uh, created with the help of HTML. So this is very important. We need to understand what is the HTML before moving the XPath. So HTML is a standard markup language for creating web pages. It describes the structure of HTML web page. HTML contains element which tells browser how the content looks like on the page, how the content will display on the page. So let me show you what is the structure of HTML. So now here you can see I have opened the google.com. So we can just right click on here this page and click on the inspect button. Once we will click inspect button, we will get the HTML source code detail here on the bottom. So maybe sometime you can also get this on the left side. You can change this position, bottom, left, right position, right? So this is the complete source code of this page. So this source code is uh, created by using HTML tags. So what is the HTML tags? That is also element. So HTML tags will two types. One is the container tag and second is the empty tag. In container tag, you will get one is opening tags and second is closing tag. But for empty tag, we will get only a single tag. Like here, this is HTML. So on the top, we will always get HTML tag uh, that is on top, and this is also known as the root node. It contains two parts. One is the head and second is the body. So every content which are displaying on page, that is coming under the body tag. And this body tag has one opening tag, and here this is the closing tag. Similar type HTML tag has opening tag as and closing tag. Closing tag will start from slash, then tag name. Opening tag is just tag name. Right? So this is tag name tags. This is also known as the element. So this element contains some attribute. So what is attribute? Attribute basically this provides some additional information to HTML elements. It will always used in start tag, not in the closing tag. So here, like you can see here, JS model, and this is value. So this is the attribute, and we will get the attribute as a key, name, and value parameter. This is class is a attribute, and its value is HP, VASP, SQ, V. ID is attribute. So this body tag has multiple attributes. So all attributes you will get under the body tag, and it's as a key and value pair, right? So this is the HTML structure which contains HTML tags. Uh, you will get empty tag as well as the container tag. There are some attribute with are providing some additional information to the HTML tags. So these HTML tags, we will use these elements, we will use to create the XPath. So now I'm moving on the concept of XPath. What is XPath? XPath uses path expression to select elements or multiple elements are element, single element in HTML, as well as this is also XPath work with in XML. So both HTML and document, HTML and XML document, it will just represent a path. XPath is used to find the location of element in HTML as well as in XML. So what is syntax of the XPath? So XPath will start with double slash or single slash, and then tag name we can use. So, and then attribute, like here attribute name, attribute, and then value of attribute. We can use here single quotes as well as double quotes to pass the values. So this is the syntax of the XPath. So now let me create one XPath for this input box. So this is the input box. So if I want to create XPath, so we can get the pointer, select this pointer, go to the this input box, right? So this highlighted the element in HTML code. Now you can see this input. This input is tag name of this input box, and it has multiple attributes. These are attribute class, max length, name, type. These are the attributes, multiple attributes input tags contain. Now, if I want to create the XPath, so we always check the attribute which value uniquely identify to this element, right? So just type a press Control F. You will get one input box. Copy the name, like I am going to use here name because name is more unique attribute value. So we can use here input, then bracket at the rate represent attribute, then its value. We can use single quotes or double quotes to pass values, right? Now here, this is the XPath. So you can see here one of one means now I am getting the correct element locators. Uniquely identify this XPath, uniquely identifying this element, right? One of means total we are getting one elements with this XPath. So we can also use the other attribute, like here you can see title is search. We can use here title and its value search. Now you can see I am able to get the XPath of this input box. So these are the basic approach, like how we create XPath. So next, how many type of XPath we can create? So there are generally two types of XPath. One is relative XPath and second is absolute XPath. So what is the relative XPath and what is the absolute XPath? So relative XPath, it uses this start simply by referring any element in HTML source code you want and go to particular location. Like here I am just creating locator of input box. I have started from input box because we are getting some unique value here, but we can also start to create the locators if we don't have a unique value in this locate element. We can choose for any locator, any element from its parent, and we can create the input box. So this XPath is known as relative XPath, and it will always start from double slash. So second thing is absolute XPath. Absolute XPath, this is a complete path from the root element to the desired element. Like what is the root element? So our root element in this document object model is HTML. So HTML is the root element. So if we want to get this input box, so we need to create absolute XPath from top root node to this element. So let me copy here. So it will also provide some feature to copy the XPath. We can get here full XPath. So I just pasted here in input box. Now you can see this is coming from HTML to the expected desired input box location. So I am getting here one of one, means one object is one element found, one record we are getting here. So absolute XPath, when we are using root, we can start without slash. Now you can see we are getting result one of one. We can also put here double slash as well as the single slash. So all without slash, single slash as well as double slash will work here. So this is complete absolute XPath where we are getting creating the complete XPath. It will start from HTML tag, root tag to by traversing each and every nodes to desired element. So now which one is better, absolute XPath or relative XPath? So yes, relative XPath is better compared to the absolute XPath. Why? Because in complete absolute XPath we are using each and every nodes of HTML tags. If any tags, any element's position get changed, then in that case it will not work, it will fail. But when we are using the relative XPath, like I have given example here, this is not dependent upon any other elements. This XPath is dependent only the attribute title, or previously I created name with the name. So in case of if title value is changed, then this will not work until if the position of this element get changed in the DOM structure, or any above or below HTML tags position is getting changed, this locator will not fail. This will work. So that's why we always prefer to use relative XPath instead of absolute XPath. We are not using uh, absolute XPath. We always prefer to use input uh, relative XPath. Okay, so I have done for this basic concept what is XPath and how we create. So in next video we will discuss more approach like how we are creating uh, XPath and using the different functions, different concepts, and we will discuss more in coming videos. Thanks everyone for watching my videos.